Thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Sticky Notes Podcast.
Today is April 9th, right?
Yep, Wednesday.
And Luce and Bricc were due in court today, so we got to follow up on that. And we got the latest Bricc baby paperwork that looks pretty fishy in my point of view. And speaking of my point of view, we appreciate all the comments. Absolutely. Please keep on commenting. We're giving our opinion. We do the best to look at the paperwork and look at all the information and everything that's going on, and then, break it down to you guys as best as we can. So we're not trying to throw any spice on it. We're trying to just give you the facts here. So we appreciate the comments and thank you guys. But please subscribe, like, and share this.
Yeah, we see you guys liking, watching, but not subscribing.
It's okay. It's all right, because the subscribers will come. But anyway, let's get into this paperwork. Bricc baby, you ain't coming home, in my opinion. I don't think you coming home, bro.
Well, so the other day, Bricc baby and Luce were on a phone call with academics, basically saying how today, Wednesday, they're both due in court, and they're like, there's an 80-90% chance that they can come home today.
I don't want to jinx it, but we might peekaboo tomorrow. It might be the pop out because I got like 1.1 in equity in the house. So as soon as we go right there, I go for my bail tomorrow. They should be letting the nigga walk.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm hoping y'all both get out, man. You know, you can fight whatever better from outside the walls than inside them shits, you know?
Come on, man. And then I'm coming to see you as soon as I touch down. Don't worry about it. Heck, what up?
Luce, where you getting out, my man? We need you out here.
Shit, probably like tomorrow. Shit, probably a good 80-90% chance.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of this new paperwork with Bricc baby was released. But before we talk about that, let's talk about Luce Cannon for a sec. So Luce Cannon has an appointment of counsel. Remember, his wife said that they spent like 50 bands on an attorney.
$50,000 on a public defender.
Yeah, well, an appointment of counsel, exactly. It says means to assign a lawyer by a court to represent a person who cannot afford one.
Okay, so what will be I guess they're just trying to, pretend that they have a ton of money. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, that's what they keep saying. I own all these shops and these Airbnbs and make all this money. But anyway, so Luce Cannon, he's currently in LA. He's at the same jail, the same cell as Bricc baby. So he is ordered. His trial starts on May 19th.
Okay.
At 9 a.m.
Next week?
No, next month.
Oh, May. Okay.
Yeah, and the government, they estimate that the trial is going to take about 2 to 3 weeks. And so far, I have not heard anything about him being given bail. Granted, they're on the West Coast, we're on the East Coast, so it's about 3 o'clock our time, so maybe they haven't been in court yet. But I don't think that he's going to be given bail.
They're not going to let a guy named Luce Cannon out on bail.
Think about it. The whole time they've been in jail, they've been calling no jumper like every day.
Yeah.
Academics, like the feds are seeing all of this. What makes you think that they're going to be like, oh yeah, you can go on bail, you can go, because they're going to go back to no jumper. They're just going to keep digging themselves in a hole.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Luce Cannon's IBM buddies, the one gentleman wanted to get baptized and then put it out. Like, he's trying to do the Lil Durk thing. You know how Lil Durk trying to make himself look all clean and everything before the indictment came down on him. So his one, I don't know who it is, IBM something, went and got baptized and put it out on Instagram.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Luce Cannon is still saying, shout out to my IBM
So
crew.
stupid.
His crew.
His wife or whatever still putting out phone calls.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Those explosive phone calls. Well, we're here to dissect those phone calls and expose you guys.
Yeah, and he pled not guilty. So what do you think? You think he's going to be found guilty? And how much time do you think they're going to give him?
Is he going to be found guilty? They're facing at least 10 years. So I'm guessing that Luce Cannon, I feel like, may get off easier But
If he's working, yeah.
because I feel like Bricc Baby, yo, he got like they found the shell casings, empty shell casings that were used. You know what I mean?
Well,
in
Bricc
in
Baby,
his house, they
yeah.
saw the weapon on his on it. You got I'm trying to watch my words on here because you can't even say gun. Like, can you even say gun?
I don't know.
Like, he had a weapon on him.
Well, all this new information about Bricc Baby came out, and his case, yes, we know it is separate from the Big U case. Bricc Baby had a sealed indictment with charges stemming back from 2023, and all of this is coming out now. So, Bricc Baby was being wiretapped, and they found a lot of information. Evidence. Yeah, pertaining to violent conduct and weapon possession. So we have some screenshots of his paperwork here on February, and I try to put this in like a chronological order.
Okay.
So on February 20th of 2023, he stated that he did not respect the elders in his gang and would pop anyone on 6-0.
Okay.
And then in March of that year,
That's him, on 6-0.
Yeah. And then in March of that year, he was on the phone with his mom, and the mother of his child was outside his house, and he told his mother that the mother of his child was in gangland and wanted to expire early.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and he said he asked the mother of his child if she wants to die in front of her son on
6-0. Oh, man.
And Brick's mother was screaming at him to stop because he may be being recorded.
Yeah. I mean, the mom knows.
Right.
He just, and I believe he probably knew too, where he just, you just forget. I guess you just forget that you're that's his life,
Yeah, I mean, on No Jumper, he portrays himself to be, cool, calm, collected, except for that outburst he had, which we'll get into.
Yeah, he screwed up when he leaned back and he exposed his weapon like that.
Yeah, so
and
that's
Luce,
in here
Luce
too.
was looking at it like, he's like, like he's seen it.
Yeah, well, that's in here too. And then in March 6th of 2023, Bricc Baby told Casey, who is the mother of his children, they have her labeled as Casey in the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
He said the police were acting stupid. He's tired of doing what they told him to.
Oh yeah,
What do you think that means?
He said he was tired of doing what the police wanted him to do.
So does that mean that he's been snitching?
I mean,
or working with the feds?
I mean, that's pretty much the way that you can interpret him.
Right.
So that's the only way you can really interpret that, unless you're just saying, I'm tired of what like the police run everything. I don't think that's what he meant.
Yeah, and well, he just kept saying how he wanted to kill the mother of his child on 6-0, as he says.
The reason that they're saying that is because when you say that, it's like you mean it. So they keep on saying that because that's like, when you say you're not lying, you're putting it on your set that you're willing to do whatever you said you're going to do.
Yeah, well, he kept saying it. And in the same call on March 28th of 2023, he was talking about how it felt to kill someone and have to go to school and play basketball the next day.
Now they're doing that because they're saying this guy is capable of killing somebody, then the next day act like nothing happened.
Yeah, so the prosecutors are basically trying to use this as an example of why he shouldn't be released. The next day he was just arguing with Casey, the mother of his child, and just threatening her,
and he thinks he's coming home today.
Everybody rub their palms together, keep their fingers crossed, man. We'll be back, sweetie. We'll be back tomorrow.
Right.
So we're highly anticipating this and seeing if this guy really thinks he's coming home. Why do I feel that there's another phone call coming this afternoon?
Probably. Well, Bricc also has fraud charges. So he's
fraud charges.
Yeah, he's under investigation for fraudulently applying for FEMA benefits by claiming to be a renter of a property in Pasadena, California that was destroyed by the Eaton fire in January of 2020. In his digital services or devices that were seized during his previous arrest, he was in possession of multiple social security numbers, addresses, and other personal identifying information that he bought on WhatsApp.
Oh, great.
He even had a photograph of a driver's license with his photo, but a different name, address, and state.
So they're probably going to try and interpret that as he was probably maybe trying to flee and create a new identity. Or he was
identity theft too.
Or he was, identity theft.
Yep.
Identity theft.
He's also got multiple counts of possessing firearms and ammunition. So back in, they're saying that the first charge stems from him shooting 3 bullets in a business parking lot in July of 2022.
They got him on camera. They got him on camera doing that, and then he got the ammunition at his house.
Yeah, remember when his home was raided in June of 2023?
He picked up the shells.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Some of them, because he didn't get them all.
Yep. And then what's interesting in these papers is they mention how in March of 2024 on No Jumper, when Bricc Baby was just crashing out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
said he was going to put Kill Squad in the street.
Yep.
Come on, Bricc.
And then they also put in here on March 18th, 2025, the day before he was arrested, him and Luce. They went on that live podcast episode on No Jumper where he threatened to kill. He threatened to kill Luce Cannon, I guess. That's what they're saying in here.
Well, he had threatened him before.
Yeah.
And then they ended up being on the podcast. And I think that's probably what made them swarm the next day and pick everybody up, because it was just getting too close, I feel like.
Yeah. And like you said, he had a gun on him and he Bricc Baby kind of leaned back.
Yeah.
And you could just see it. Luce saw it.
Because if Bricc Baby was one of their informants, they probably like, oh man, this dude, he's too close. Bricc Baby got a gun on him. He ain't supposed to have a gun on him.
Yeah, so that's what the prosecutors are using as examples of why Bricc Baby should not get bail, why he's pretty much a danger to society.
Yeah. And they're, he said it himself. He's in there making content. He said it's kind of his way of, escaping. He's in there making content. I don't believe those fights are real.
No.
Especially if you're fighting, you go into court, they're not going to let you out. You can't control yourself in there.
I'm pretty sure when it comes to federal indictments, they try to keep you guys separate. Bricc and Luce, obviously they're together because they're on the same phone calls together. But now, not Bricc, but Luce Cannon is saying that he
said that
he argues with Big U in the prison, in the jail.
He said that he's yelling across the way. I guess they're not in the same. They must be on different floors or something.
Yeah, they wouldn't keep them together. Big U's probably by himself.
Well, he said that at first. He said that Big U was involved in the fight in some way. I'm not sure. He didn't really say how he was involved, but he said that he was involved in the fight. But so we'll see if Brick's gonna come home. I don't think he's coming home.
None of these guys are coming home.
I don't think Luce is coming home. They said there's 70-80% chance. I don't know, 75% chance. I don't think so. Sorry, guys.
0% chance. And Bricc Baby has a long criminal record, even outside of LA, and he's always seemed to escape jail time. And now I feel like it's finally all catched up to him, and I don't feel like you can really talk your way out of this one.
No, because he committed that robbery too. He's a part of that Big U thing. He was getting extorted by Big U supposedly. Supposedly he's one of the victims. So we'll see. Bricc Baby got a lot going on. I don't think you come home. I don't think that ankle monitor is gonna matter.
No.
I don't think they care about that. You're a flight risk, bro. Sorry. But continues sending the phone calls, making phone calls on other people's money, on other people's calls. As Luce Cannon said that this was somebody else's call that they was on. Stupid. You ain't supposed to do that either. Let them hear that. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
We over here in PA and we heard it.
Bricc Baby was on No Jumper News again, saying how he's been trying to get in touch with somebody from No Jumper and they won't answer his calls. And everybody was saying it's Adam, and Adam came on the record saying it wasn't him.
to me?
Everybody ain't right over there, though. I've been texting somebody, man. Motherfucker ain't hit me back.
Who? In the no jumper building?
Man.
Air him out, nigga. Fuck it. Air him out.
Yeah, man. I don't think y'all want me to do that one.
Shit.
Air him
I know
out,
you ain't
bro.
saying 22.
Yeah. I don't think y'all want me to air that.
Man, air that shit out, man.
Nah, you ain't talking about 22.
So we were just talking about Bricc had a clip where he basically called out somebody for not answering his phones while he's locked up. So he already knows me. He already knows that there's a very low chance I'm picking up my phone unless I know the number that it's coming from. Now, I will save the jail number. In addition to that, like the couple of times I have talked to him, his girl has basically told me like, yo, he's about to call. Then I pick up. You know?
Like, he doesn't answer the phone if he doesn't know who it is.
Adam said he was riding with Bricc, but Adam has been kind of quiet on the whole Bricc thing. He hasn't said too much about him.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he just, like, jumped ship because everything that's going on. And the feds obviously have been watching No Jumper for years.
Yep.
So, who knows?
That's where they're getting all their information.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you guys. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate everybody, and thank you for all the comments. Please tell a friend, share this video because we coming. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Sticky Notes Podcast.
Put in all our work, we call it